Alright, welcome back, guys. Well, I have to admit that I had options back there. I could have tried to make a fire in the tunnel, or I could have gone for the transition over at Trappers. Either way, I would have lost. Uh, I think I probably, out of lack of precision of execution, I lost probably 10% of that I shouldn't have lost. But the rest of it, I mean, if I'd have stayed in the cave, I wouldn't have got cold. The thing is, I would have had fuel, which I don't have now. I have some, but I need to pick up a lot of sticks, gather whatever resources I can, and keep the condition as low in impact as I can manage. So, this is as good as I can hope for. It's gonna be cold, but oh, nice. Well, I guess I was out of the wind. No, I'm in the. There's no wind. Well, we'll see. I have a few rocks. I'll opt for the rocks. Then we'll go for any torch play. I don't have the flare gun yet, so, I'd rather just avoid everything and get whatever I need done. The sooner I can get to a bedroll, the better. I, of course, seriously need a. I seriously need a sewing kit, but I do have a hacksaw now, so that can't be overstated. I do have two rosehip teas as well. I guess that can't be overstated either. I don't want to sprain anything. I did get a good bit of rest back, so I'm pleased with that. I didn't get very much condition back, but this is all contingent upon getting this bedroll. It's not like I have far distances to go, so I think I actually buffed myself above Interloper, though, with setting everything at high and my badges. I gave myself quite a buff there with only a little added sleep and time to get recovery back. So I think it balances out all in all, along with it being an Outerloper run. Because the weather is so variable and it's just really a matter, because this is going to remain an Outerloper run. It's not as though I get some magical moment where now I can go inside. So all that loot is completely excluded from me, which is quite a handicap. So that's basically what the Outerloper run entails. It's just that handicap. The rest of it's manageable. I think I made it a little more manageable, but I don't think necessarily that's puts me in a huge advantage, but it does give, I think I've got an advantage overall. But it's interesting. It requires some strict play here, though, for sure. Either way, no matter what your buff is. I think I'm not getting cold quite as fast, and my hunger isn't taking place quite as fast, or my hunger depletion isn't quite as fast. So I will, of course, take advantage of that and pick more cattails. But the availability of it does change quite a bit. Okay, so now it's getting windy. Let's see, am I going to start getting cold quick here? I must say I'm a bit pleased. Though it is midday, I have my highest potential chance of, warmth, and I did find some good clothing. It's just not in good shape at all. I might as well grab these on this side while I still can. Nothing is imminently hazardous to my condition at the moment. Except that. Yeah, they tend to put the wolves on the other side now. I guess it's like 70-30, 60-40, I don't know. But there are times they're all right over here. There we go. One problem solved. Wood would be nice. I don't want to use up that's great. I don't want to use up a bunch of calories breaking down reclaimed wood when it's available outdoors. I just need to get to it. I'm not going to find sticks on the ice, but when I get to it, I'll get to it. But I need to be getting to it pretty quick because I'm going to have to make a fire. Now is where the wolves should start to pop up. I really need to get to that other hut because I think that's the only hut that it will spawn in. Don't need tinder. And I think I struck a match or two that, that hurt pretty bad. Should have known better. Didn't do better. I don't see any bad guys. And I am getting cold. Just to see if our friends are gonna just appear here out of nowhere. They tend to do that sometimes. But I am gonna be getting cold here soon. But all these cattails are just free for the picking. So hard to pass up a cattail. But I need to be getting onto this bedroll. And I don't see a bear. Come on now.
So hungry.
I really just want some sticks up here real quick to, if at all possible. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. None? Well, did we have a stick spawn problem? Okay. I'll take it. Absolutely not going to complain there. No, we have no bedroll here. So it's on to the blind. Look at all the cloth I'm finding. I'm still probably going to go to Timberwolf Mountain either way. Just for the loot, but that's if I make it through this. If I really need to get warm. So I'm going to have to sacrifice a little run here. Get a move on. this weather is holding out, but that could change quickly. That probably means there's absolutely wolves up ahead, so. Well, that's fortuitous if I didn't actually get him to run the wrong way. Could I get him to run the right way? Not really. Okay. You go up into inaccessible areas. There are some cattails down here, but I'm not necessarily at liberty to worry about trying to retrieve them. I just want to see if that bedroll's over there. Without dying. So, I'm not a fan of going through here, but it is the quickest route. Alright, so we know there's a wolf up there. Doesn't appear to be a wolf here, but that doesn't mean anything. But I need some sticks badly if I'm going to start a fire at all. Wait, I wanted you to go back. Can't you go back? You know, he knows. He knows exactly what's up there. He says, heck no, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I don't blame you. We're going to push this a little bit because I just don't want him to spot me. Okay. Alright, alright. Before it gives me a sprained wrist on top of that, let me drink. It takes care of two problems. Just want to get in this blind unharmed. After that, I'll deal with what comes. So, you know. This is just one of those delicate situations. Better to assume the wolf is right here. So he has got a rabbit or something. Yeah, he's not in a bad spot at all, is he? No. Not at all. Well, that's good. That's good. That's good timing. Yeah, it doesn't mean I can get up and walk, but can definitely lead him away from. Hopefully. I'm not quite sure why he's intent on still. Well, I guess that's his route. That's fine. Let that be his route. As long as, oh, look at this. I mean, come on now. You really have to, no bedroll. Well, that puts me in a bit of a bad spot for sure. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, then going to the ravine. Yeah, I don't know. I've got full stamina, but I don't know.
Where can I find something to eat?
Yeah, that's not your biggest concern, I can promise you. And if I run myself out, I'm not going to be able to climb down. Yikes. Well, that'll get me through. Not that that solves anything, because the bedroll's not here. Hush River Valley? I don't think it comes up in any of those other huts, though. It may. I know it comes up in Hush River Valley. I have yet to go look for it and not find it, but oh yeah, up there, up by Milton. Well, we'll just do the ravine thing. That'll at least get us a place to sleep and a flare gun. So it's what we have to opt to do in light of the present dilemma. So it's another one of those. It's a good premise. It's certainly viable, but as to whether it's actually going to work, it's debatable. Well, it'll definitely work if you find the bedroll, then definitely good to go. I can't really run at this point because I don't even know what I'm gonna look. If I may have to drop several things just to climb down. So, oh, that's true. I don't even have the rope. What am I talking about? You didn't grab the rope. Let's see if it's right here. And I can always go in the yard and start a fire in here. In fact, let me open this gate while I'm right here. Let me look in here. Now the rail car up there, that's a little bit different story. There is no deer in here because there are no crows. Nope, this is wind cover.
Up, ahead.
Am I in the wind cover? It looks as though I am. Well, this is really all I can do at the moment.
Come on, little fire.
We'll try it.
Perfect.
Just kind of having to. That's all the sticks I got? Okay. I should eat. Just because I have it. Could have waited on that, but I don't. It just depends on what the weather does. If I have to, I have to. Um, been nice to have a deer right there. I could have grabbed a little bit of meat off of, but you know, hey, that's what the cattails are for, right? Do I have anything to cook? I can't really cook that. I don't have the time. I do have a coal. I need to warm up enough, so yeah. And what's the coal? 7 minutes. Okay, good. Is there any wood? Uh, let's see. What do I have? No. No. Yes. We'll heat it up. Why not, right? So I'm really overweight. I'm not going to get down there. Could have tried sleeping in the truck. How far am I overweight now? Do I have a chance? A pry bar. Some torches. We'll take it and just you know, it's either the wind blows the torch out and that messes me up, and blizzard comes up and I'm still too heavy to get down there. I don't find the rope in the cave. I'm not going to go any further down the other way. It is what it is. If I'd have found the bedroll, it would have been a whole different game, but
I will die if I don't get food soon.
I'll feed you in just a second. Let's get to the transition first. Well, no real serious condition loss as a result of that. Just I am a little bit in trouble. Cattails I do have, but I can't go too much further without, but I can always drop the hacksaw and, you know, a bunch of torches and all that up there. I can get down, but it's not far off from it being an issue. But I can't run. I've already run too much for not finding the bedroll. That was a bit of the situation I was in, you know? Either find the bedroll or you're screwed. Well, I rarely ever take the position that I'm just ultimately screwed in a run. I mean, I have been, where it's just not possible, it's not going to happen, and I know it's not going to happen, and I'll just go find a bear or a wolf and commit suicide. That's usually how I end those runs. Or jump off a cliff somewhere. But there are definitely those times when it's just not going to happen. This is doable. I still have plenty of condition left. It's not like I'm at 12% condition. But I was in better condition with 12% condition having the bedroll. At least for longevity overall. But we shall see. No. Come on, Michael. Pay attention. Okay, so there's the hammer. Okay, so it can't be moved. So that's one thing, but that doesn't give me a bedroll. Alright, well I didn't really find anything in there that I didn't expect to find, but let's see if we can do it. It gets me a bed, and at this point, that's as good as it's gonna get. I'll have a few bits of coal. I could have picked up that other coal, but it's just, you know. Either I make it or I don't. I should still get a little bit of buff warmth to get a 2-3 hours of sleep, and then I'll just have to, you know, worry about that. One piece of coal could have made the difference. I probably should have picked it up, but if it comes down to one piece of coal, it comes down to one piece of coal. However, just this little walk will probably end up meaning that there's no way for me to climb down. I can strip down pretty far, but I'm not leaving much of a margin for error there at all. Yeah, this is not looking good, but you know, let's see what happens. And if I'm going to do the torch thing, well, I can't take the torch with me, so. But I have torches and I need to shed them. I'm not in danger, so it's not really of any use for me to do this. Other than if I want to start a fire over here. If it turns into a blizzard between here and there, which it could, might as well have the fire with me. Not that I can keep the torch lit if it turns into a blizzard, right? I'm overthinking this. And I think I'm being way too optimistic here. We're certainly about to find out, aren't we? If the rope is in here, well, you know, and then I still have to put the rope down. Yeah, I think I'm at the point now where it's just not gonna let me. I'd have to, there's no amount of anything I could do. Food, let me see if there's coal in here just in case. I can drop something else if I need to. I'm about exhausted. I don't think. I need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. I'm not, yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it, am I?
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
And this will take off 11. And I'll drop whatever there. I don't know. With the sliver, you know, if I make it down, I make it down. If I don't make it down, I don't make it down. It's worth a try. I mean, this is kind of like a science thing at this point. I've already gone this far. I might as well try it. You know, I can duplicate the run, and I will find the bedroll on that duplicated run. So it's just a matter of chance and loot tables. Can he do it? I mean, this is draining me carrying. That's why I dropped that there and didn't try to make the walk with any more stuff. Just it was, I should have already dropped it there before I got to this point. But you know, hindsight 2020 and all that. Yeah, just a sliver. One thing about it is I will be completely exhausted if I can make it, right? But at least I do have some warmth enough that even if I start to take a hit that way, I should be able to make it. Is there any wind? Do I have a wind situation here? I don't know. We're just going to do it. If I don't get in the red, I may be able to. So, how much? $36. Now, if I drop like that, does that mean that it's a no-go and I'm going to fall off? Well, this is the science part. So, if anybody was going to ever wonder if you could do this, well, here you go. Let's see. So, I've just got a rapid drain. Interesting. Not that I'd ever want to be in this position again to have to do this, so it's just my climb is much slower. But my stamina will hold out. Interesting. Okay. Just gonna go to the cave. Sticks. I should have picked up a few.
I just need to close my eyes.
You need a couple sticks. Actually, a few sticks would be great. This is interesting though. The dilemma I put myself in, I actually needed this temperature buff for sure, because I would already been dead if not for that. But being it's Outerloper and the contingency of not finding the bedroll, you know, kind of helps out a little bit. Can we have a couple sticks here? Just saying. Thank you. I couldn't help it. It was right here in front of me. Forgive me, forgive me. Couple cattails, and let's see what the temp is. We're good. There we go. That's the only issue. Is that temperature going to plummet? $33.
Oh, I need to find food.
Yep, I'm sleeping for an hour, and then let's see what happens. And this will kind of give me an indication of whether this is going to go really bad. So there you go. I'll leave it off here. We'll leave it on kind of the cliffhanger here, you know. Contemplate where I'm going to go for a bedroll. I think going up to Milton would be the best possible situation if I can manage to that trip. But I have to be fully rested when I get there, or I need coffee. There's just, you know, one does not simply just walk into Milton. There's other spots. The cave on the other side of the dam. So I'd have to go through Coastal Highway and that mine, which would be a good idea. You know, that's possible too. Yep, when I come back, we're gonna, of course, I have to survive this first, but that's the only other contingency plan is to go wherever the other places the bedroll could be. You know, outside. And there are several. So, wish me luck, and when I get back, we'll see what we can do. It really didn't take a huge hit on condition, though. I must say that I think that, you know, that I dropped it from very high to high on cold, so that gave me a good bit. So with the buff I have to my temperature plus the clothing I have, helps a great deal there. And I do have a sewing kit, so, but I really need to sleep at the moment. So let's see what happens, because you know, it's interesting. Do what we can do with it. It's one of those,
I need to lay down.
you know, it gives me possibilities, but yet it makes it tough, really tough on me in the process. So See you back here next time. Thanks for watching.